Hanging out outside Moda Center with President Dewayne Hankins. Dewayne, thank you so much for coming out, spending some time with us. I've got to imagine just the excitement of having playoff basketball back in Rip City at Moda Center is just a huge deal for the Trailblazers and the business side of the club.
Yeah, it feels good. It has been 5 long years since we've gotten to this point, and even more than that if you count COVID, because 2019 was the last year we really had a great playoff run.
What type of impact does playoff basketball have on the business side of the team?
Oh, you just see it everywhere. Obviously fans are excited, so you see the uptick in ticket sales, you see the uptick in sponsorships because businesses, both local and national, the spotlight that those games gives you an opportunity, and then just the community comes out. I mean, you know, when we're playing basketball late into April and May, it just feels different in Portland, and we can already feel it. It's exciting.
It's only appropriate that we're standing outside Moda Center. You've done just a ton of work behind the scenes, in front of the camera as well,
Yeah.
on just trying to get the support to get renovations up. So can you just give us an update on where you are at in terms of the funding and the game plan to bringing this arena up to standard?
Yeah, I mean, we got through a major first step with the legislative session and getting that bill passed, the governor signing it, and doing all of that. So that's been really exciting. That's step one. I think the next 2 steps are with the county and the city. We've been having great conversations with them the entire time. You obviously heard them voice their support for everything during the legislative session. So feeling really good about where that's headed. And for us, it's important and key to stay on our timeline, right? We have the Women's Final Four in 2030, a really great opportunity for Portland to show what it can do, show that we can do big things and have great events. And so in order for that to happen, we need to start this renovation in the summer of 27, 28, and 29. And we'll have work going on all year round, of course, but those 3 summers will be the 3 key summers to get everything done. We're still feeling really good about that timeline, just getting to the finish line there with the city and the county.
Yeah, Dewayne, what are some things that fans will notice when it comes time to start these renovations?
Yeah, it's fun, you know. It feels like a major home renovation. So right now we've put a million ideas out into the world of things that we could do. We'll get it down to all the things that we should do, and there'll be experiences for fans and the community and everyone as a whole. It's going to benefit every kind of event that we have here, whether that's a Blazers game or a Fire game or a concert. It's going to benefit you no matter where you sit in the building. It's just going to be a major refresh and an exciting new opportunity for our fans to make this arena the arena that will be the best arena for us for the next 20 years. So still getting all that together. We're excited to share it with you, but it's exciting.
Just a couple of more on that topic, and just, you know, when the WNBA team starts playing here and you've got concerts and you've got playoff basketball and those type of things, just how do those things impact construction and renovations?
You know, you figure it out. We've spent a lot of time in the last couple of weeks with the folks at the Portland airport because we've been a big admirer of the work that they've done, and They were able to keep that building open and still have people flying in and out, so we're taking notes and learning from them. But yeah, all of those are good challenges to have. The longer these seasons go, the better it is, and we'll figure that out.
And now working with a new ownership team, what has that experience been like so far? Because there was kind of a plan in place already, and you're still trying to execute those things when ownership takes over.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is we never wanted to not have a plan ready to go. We knew at some point the team was going to sell. And then when we knew last year when it was actually going to sell, you know, putting together our sort of playbook for that new ownership group of things to be focused on, and the renovation being, you know, the top of that list. So being able to get through that first stage with this legislative period and having some design competition work that we've done with different architects. So there's a lot for them to look at. They're definitely going to want to have their fingerprints on the final product. But we've been on many, many tours with Tom and his ownership group to help them get to understand this building and this campus, and nothing but opportunity and excitement.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Is just, you know, my understanding is just the way Tom Dundon has operated in Carolina and being hands-on and stuff. What has that kind of experience been like with him already in just such a short time since he's taken over?
It's been great. It's been a real boost in the arm I think for me, for our staff, and that whole ownership group has a lot of great expertise across very different areas, and so being able to tap them for advice for things that we need has been really, really great. But it's been good. I mean, Tom, he said it in his press conference, but he wants to build a winner. And a winning team obviously helps us on the business side a ton. When he says that, you believe him because he's done it in Carolina. I think their team is the second best record in the NHL this year. So to have that long-term sustained success is something that could be really, really helpful for us. And Tom is fiercely competitive, and we are excited for him to bring that to Portland.
Segueing into the basketball side of things, I feel like one of the biggest topics going into the season was Young Hansen and the business side and the impact that he would have on this club globally. Now, with a regular season through, what has Young Hansen's impact been like for the Portland Trailblazers?
I just actually just checked an email upstairs that said that the national broadcast will be in China for our games, and of course all of our games are on the primary big stations in China this year. So even though Hansen's been more of in a developing role for us, it's been a huge impact on the organization. But I would also say, I mean, the amount of media that we have that's coming here, that's international media, it's going to be incredible. Obviously Victor Wembanyama's first playoff game, so a lot of French media. For Thiago Splitter being from Brazil, first coach period, but then first coach in a playoff game. You've got that. Toumani Camara with Belgium, Denu from Israel. There's you're really seeing the international flavor of all these players and what they're bringing. So there'll be a lot of different media here from a lot of different places. Game 3.
I don't know how the fiscal year or just the season, the numbers, the ticket sales, jersey sales, like, are you able to track that as it's happening, or do you wait on like the final results? Because I've got to imagine from Denny Avdia to Young Hansen, like, business has got to be booming from that regard.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny, we've gone on a couple of road trips this year, and you see the fan base that Denny has in every building that he goes to is pretty incredible. And then to have him have the game that he had on Tuesday, his coming out party, if you will, for the rest of the NBA, to notice him, I think is really great. These things always take a minute to catch up, right? Sure. We have fans that have been excited but kind of on the sidelines all year, but now that the team is here, that Damien's return next year is imminent, a lot of excitement for season tickets for next year, a lot of excitement for these playoff games, and the team really exceeded expectations on the court this year, and so we're just seeing a lot of optimism. Again, probably that we haven't seen in 5 years here.
Dwayne, my last question for you that I like to ask anybody that I'm talking to is, did we miss anything? Is there something that you would like to tell our viewers?
There's limited tickets left for games 3 and 4, so come on out and buy them now before they're gone. But we're excited to have a packed house here and excited for the energy.
Dwayne, thank you so much for the time.